AM Best TV, I'm Frank Klimko. We're here today at the ACLI conference in Washington, D.C. Today we're talking with Ken Johnson, Senior Director of Life Annuities Ratings for AM Best. We are still a few weeks away from an update to your life and annuities outlooks. What are going to be some of the big drivers of your decision this time around?
Well, similar to last year, a lot of the drivers are the same. So we have a low rate environment, a very sort of flat yield curve. We have the potential for a correction in both the equity and the credit markets. And we have low sales across the board, although some of the index products have done pretty well. What we think is more favorable for the life and annuity industry this year, however, is their improved position both in capital and liquidity, which may help us get a little more comfortable with the risks insurers carry.
AM Best is wrapping up 1 year under its new BCAR or BICAR and revised methodology. What are some of the observations and takeaways you can share with us at this time?
I think one of the major takeaways is that we went into this process believing our existing ratings were correct, and that has proven out throughout 2018. I think the second benefit was we spent a fair amount of time with the rollout of the new methodology, making sure that we're being transparent with the industry and helping them understand where we were headed with the revised methodology. And what we found is in practice it actually worked very well. We were able to have good discussions with our companies and really target where their rating pressures were and give them a better feel for what they needed to fix in order to sustain or improve their rating position. With respect to the BCAR model, again, it was rolled out very well. Companies understand it. We've had good discussions with them. And as I said earlier, the industry is very well capitalized, and that is showing up in the model. Now, the important part of the overall methodology assessments, though, is companies really need to work to sustain the levels they currently have as in an ever-changing environment.
Thanks. Just a week or two ago, AM Best issued the results of an in-depth survey around the state of innovation in the insurance industry. What were some of the key drivers specific to the life annuity industry, and how will AM Best look to utilize this information going forward?
Well, I think some of the key drivers was the industry did realize it was a little behind with respect to innovation overall. And there were some reasons for that, whether it was existing channel conflict, whether it was the complexity of the products they sell. It's an overall conservative industry, and they didn't currently have the personnel in place to take the company to the next level with respect to digitalization. But having said that, companies have increased their budget. They're doing a lot more work in this area. And we're trying to ascertain, both through our survey and through day-to-day conversations with our clients, the best way for us to incorporate innovation into our current rating methodology.
For AM Best TV, I'm Frank Klimko.